My name's Pat Inglis and I've been an Edmund Rice camper for 3 years.
What was it that made you want to be involved with camps?
I guess it was the story. So we had one of our old teachers, Ryan Baines, come up, and he used to work with Jeremy in Brisbane. So he came up and told a story about what happens on camps and how they flow and what they're for. And I guess it kind of inspired me to be like, well, I feel like that'd be meaningful and like just something fun to do anyway. So it's may as well jump in and have fun. It's like, I guess it was more of a eye-opening thing. That starting camps also led me onto the way I started leading as well. So it inspired me to like take everyone's perspective as well as not just have that single-minded tunnel vision. I think it would have just been him describing how it happens and what it means to the younger kids as well. So I think he told us a story about it's the story that we've always been told, is how when the kids rock up, they're all in their shells, but by the end of camp, they come out and they're like out there happy to be with everyone. And I think that's what really, like, I wanted to make someone else feel like that as well.
Who was that important person that really led you towards starting camp, and what was it about them that really sort of got you there?
So that would have been, I guess that would have had to been Bainesy as well as when I first met Jeremy. So those two, like Bainesy has always been one of my role models. Like I've always wanted to follow and be like him because he's what got me into leading and started how I got my position at school. When I first met Jeremy, he was like out there, he didn't really care, like he's just jumping around, and I guess that was also great because it was good to see that there's other people out there that just don't care and like are happy to muck around, and I guess those are people I prefer to hang out than have that second mask.
Has anything changed for you?
Yeah, I guess it would be, well, the way I interact with different people, so, and taking labels off people as well. So I guess after seeing how all these other younger kids react coming from different backgrounds, like it pointed out to me that we're not that different from each other and everyone's really the same in the community as well.
What sort of values do you have off camp that you then bring to camp?
I guess it would be like, I don't care what other people think of me. I've adapted that recently as well, so I love bringing that to camp. Like I'm happy to muck around, get covered in stuff, and it's all for like the benefit of the little kids. So when my first week-long camp, I came to Brisbane, I had this one buddy and he was really quiet and like really protective of like himself, and he didn't really want to talk or get along with anyone on camp except for Jeremy because he'd known him previously. So I went and asked Jez, what does this little buddy like to do and how does he like to interact with other people? And he told me that he loves sport. So we spent a week playing soccer, kicking footy, throwing the ball. And by the end of camp, like he was up talking to everyone, running around, like singing the songs as well as having a conversation with me or someone else on the team. So I guess it was just finding someone or something he had in common with someone else and then breaking it down and then saying, well, I can work with that. And that's how I guess I got through that, was just asking around and seeing if other people had camped with him before and then finding out what he likes to do. So when I leave school, I want to go into nursing and trauma nursing, so that would really help with that, is because if you get people coming to the emergency room and that helps, you can just, instead of identifying them by a label, they're just another person with an injury or an ailment.
Thank you so much, Pat, for letting us hear a bit about your Edmund Rice Camp story and your experience that we then get to share with the volunteer community.
That's okay. Thank you very much for letting me be involved.
And be on the lookout for more videos from the Pathways Committee as we start to reach out to other community members of Edmund Rice Camps.
Coming off camps, you know, like you've got that attitude that like you've just done something great and you want to keep doing it.